All right, guys, once again, let's go ahead and get started. Question in the chat there, is this class just for brokers? This is going to be for admin and brokers. So this is an additional feature that we have available for our SkySlope Forms tool, which we'll dive into here in just a moment. So yes, if you are a decision maker in your brokerage and you are looking to customize your forms, this is going to be for you. If you're looking for some tips and tricks from that agent role, join us next week. Absolutely. We'll go ahead and get started. My name is Kira. I'm part of the learning and development team here at SkySlope. Today, I will be your tour guide. Now, our master classes, we like to keep these nice, short, and sweet. So we'll do about a 15-minute session here today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the chat. I'll answer them at the end. I like to record our sessions so we can post them. So I'll roll right on through our content before taking time at the end to answer those. So no, I'm not ignoring you. Feel free to drop those questions in that chat. Now, today's session, we'll first talk about what Broker Edition is. What is this feature? How do I access this? And once I have it, of course, what am I doing with it? So this is really going to break down how to use Broker Edition in your Forms account. Last but not least, next steps. If you currently have Broker Edition, you can dive right in and get started, but these features will need to be enabled by a customer success manager here within SkySlope. So I'll show you exactly how to get in touch with that incredible team and how to get your brokerage set up with these customized form features. All right, so let's take a look at these form features that are on the table. So for Broker Edition, you do have the ability to toggle on any of these additional tools. Now, right out the gate, let's talk about these templates. Brokerage templates are going to be the packaging of forms that you would like to have on hand for your agents to use. So instead of that new agent searching around, packaging together what random documents they think belong in that first initial envelope, you can really take the reins there, step in, package together those forms for your agents, and even pre-fill some information. Great shortcut, very high value. Now we have brokerage clauses as well. This is a little bit more geared towards my Canadian users, but I do have plenty of state users that take advantage of brokerage clauses. Now, clauses is preset verbiage determined by the brokerage. So this is going to be something the agents can apply to agreements, disclosures. Now, within this clause manager here, they have the ability to search and filter and apply clauses to forms. So it's a nice chunk of text there that's already been preset by the brokerage that the agents can then just pre-populate onto those forms. Let's talk about brokerage forms. Now, very highly requested here. Brokered Edition comes with your own library. So you can build this out as many forms as you would like to include. This is something that comes with that Broker Edition feature, which is the ability to build out those libraries. So if you have a form specific to your brokerage, you would like to see that included within that forms library. Let's get them all in there together. Now we also have file sharing. File sharing, also known as TC access. This is the ability, of course, for other team members to hop into forms and really send out these documents and disclosures on behalf of other agents. So I'll have a chance to demo that feature here within my own forms tool, but that will come with that Broker Edition package. Last but not least, we have the option for a widget. Now, this is a shortcut you can enable onto your SkySlope dashboard. Not something that I will be demonstrating here today, but if you're curious to see how that shortcut works, bring that up to that customer success manager that's going to help you enable the rest of those features. So with that, we'll go ahead and hop into my demo account and we'll take a look at some of these features within my own forms tool. All right, guys, so here in my demo account, there we go. Here in my demo account, you can see that my page has a few extra filter options. Now that is going to come with that Teams access or that TC access. I have the ability now to filter by file owner. I myself can select and send out business. And I also have the ability to filter by representation. So this is going to be a great addition so you can easily take a look at the different files in progress. Now, of course, let's first highlight that brokerage template that we talked about, and it'll also be a great lead-in to take a look at a brokerage library together. So what I'm going to do is use my tabs up at the top of the screen and click right into templates. You'll see that I have 5 personal templates. These are templates that I created and packaged together. But you'll notice if I scroll down here just a bit, I also have some brokerage templates. As mentioned, these are created by my admin. We will give certain admin permission to create and edit these templates. However, agents can use these as a phenomenal shortcut by clicking on the 3 dots and using them to duplicate. It's a great shortcut. They can duplicate those brokerage templates and add any customization that they would like to see. Now, these templates are also going to be available, of course, when they create those files. They can pick from these templates, automatically apply the forms needed, regardless of where they are at within that transaction. I'll go ahead and scroll up here just a bit, and I'll click Create Template. Now, today, I'll go ahead and click Seller. Move us forward, and I'll give us the quick demo. Title, so I'll follow up with that later. Perfect. Just simply to highlight the ability to create a brokerage library. So here I am in my collection of forms, just as I can access my other libraries. I see the brokerage library is listed. Now this is going to give, once again, my agents access to really any forms that I would like to include. These are going to be forms, again, specific to my brokerage. If they're state or association documents, we'll automatically have those available for you. Now, keep in mind, SkySlope is contracted with those other local boards and associations, so we are unable to host documents that are coming from them as a source. So these are going to be specific broker forms. All right, guys, let's go ahead and I'll pop in. We'll go ahead and add in a random form. So let's go ahead, let's use this guy here and this guy here, and I'll go ahead and hit continue. Now, when I scroll on down, let's see, I don't have any big text fields. So let's add my Aurea form. Let's see here. Awesome. Let's grab this one here and that 105. Simply to highlight the ability for you to add those clauses. So I'll scroll on down to that 105, click in, you'll notice that I have the ability to add clauses. When I click into add clauses here, you'll notice that same library filter option. I can drop my categories down, take a look at the different groupings that I have them to easily find, along with the sources. So my Canadian agents, you'll notice this Ontario, this Aurea basket of clauses that's already going to be preloaded and ready to use. But you would see a brokerage clause as another source. So you'll be able to toggle between the different sources to apply the clauses that you need. All right, so I'll go ahead and back out of this here. We'll bring it on back to our in progress file. So as we mentioned, we have those brokerage templates, brokerage library, brokerage clauses are all phenomenal. But let's go ahead and take a look at that Teams access. Once again, you'll notice that file owner drop-down menu. Now I'm also going to have an additional new drop-down, which is going to read broker management. So we'll go ahead and jump here into brokerage management, and you'll notice that I have tabs up at the top that read people and groups. Now here, this is going to be our ability to enable privilege for others to work on behalf of agents in that group. So I'm not going to go heavily into this creation process since you will be able to set this up once you have access to Teams. Your account manager there will walk you through so you have it set up perfectly for your brokerage. To get started, you'll go ahead and create a group for these agents to live in. So you can see I've got quite a few tests here. Keep in mind this is a demo account, But once I create a group, I'll go ahead and add people to it. By adding people into this grouping, that'll allow them to toggle between who they're able to create documents, or I should say create envelopes on behalf of. You'll also be able to enable file management access on an individual basis. So if you would like to really come in and get this set up, but you have a few key players in mind that you would like to manage, no problem. Go ahead and give them that file management option. Essentially what they'll end up with, and go ahead and take a step back, they'll end up with this available brokerage management dropdown. So they can go ahead and create those groups, and those groups then will be what appear underneath this file owner dropdown. And additionally, it'll give them this dropdown here so that they can create that file for anyone included in that group. So that is really where that progress is going to reflect, is here in that file creation, that very first page. All right, guys, so once again, I mentioned I am not going to be sharing that widget here today simply because it is optional for you. So definitely check in with your customer success manager if you have questions on how to get that enabled for your own account. And I'll go ahead and take a quick step back to our slides here and bring up our next steps. So if you are interested in Broker Edition, this is going to be your opportunity to really customize that forms platform. So I'll go ahead and take my Broker Edition request link and drop that here in the chat for your reference. So if you are interested, you will need to have this set up again within a customer success manager. Once you have that set up, you will be able to go in, again, create those teams, build out that brokerage library, upload some clauses, and set up those reusable templates. I'll go ahead, once again, mention that link there in the chat. This is going to be an additional piece of SkySlope forms, and we cater our costs depending on the features that are of interest and, of course, the size of your brokerage. So reach out, let us know if you are interested. We'll be able to get you all set up with these amazing customizations. And with that, guys, I'll go ahead and take a step back, check our chat feature, see if we have any questions. If you have any questions after the fact, of course, you can go to SkySlope support. You can chat in with us. We're here to help. Available 24 hours, of course, and all on site here in Sacramento. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you being here. Stay tuned for our next session, Wednesday at 10:30 Pacific time. Refer to that chat for that link if you would like to jump in and get started with Broker Edition. All right, guys, well, it doesn't look like we have any questions in the chat. I'll go ahead and hang out for a few more minutes just to ensure everybody is feeling good. But if you would like to hop off, of course, feel free to do so, and we hope to see you next week. With that, happy sky sloping.